Hello everyone, and thanks very much for joining me. In today's video, we're looking at the S&P 500, and we're about 3 minutes, just below 3 minutes in the cash before the cash open. Just before we get into the video, I'm just going to bring up our disclaimers. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the high risk investment warning. I'll keep this on screen for a few moments. Okay, and here is our market commentaries disclaimer. All right, and just by way of introduction, my name is Russell Shaw. I'm a senior market specialist at FXCM. Let's just go ahead, bring up the charts for the S&P 500. On the left, we've got the daily chart. On the right, we've got the hourly chart. We're just before cash open. And what I want to point out is that today's candle, this is the daily candle, has got a blue real body just before the market open. But importantly, we've got a higher high and a higher low in terms of this candle's range. And that puts the daily chart in short-term bar analysis perspective, it puts us into uptrend. And what you can see on the daily RSI is that we are above 50. We briefly dipped below 50, but we've recovered 50. So there is, in effect, an underlying bullish momentum. The question is, can the short-term traders match up with what we're seeing on the daily chart, which is bars that have a higher high and higher low, right? If we just take a look at the hourly chart, you can see that we've got a bullish crossover in terms of our EMAs. So the green 5-hour exponential moving average is above the orange 10-hour exponential moving average. If those develop angle and separation, we'll have a momentum to the upside. Yesterday, we were looking at the positive crossover around about here, but unfortunately, our stochastic hit the upper quartile, and then it dropped. See, it's got to hit the upper quartile and hold. If it hits the upper quartile and holds, that's when we get the market movement. That's when swings tend to happen. So what we can do just is put in some trend lines on the RSI. So I'll just put a trend line over here. And what you can see is the trend line. I'll make this green. So the green trend line's been broken by the RSI. And what we'll do is we'll put this as 0.1. Okay, that's 0.1. And if we get the stochastic moving into that upper quartile and holding, see if it holds, then there'll be a strong underlying momentum, and that will effectively help manifest some sort of swing. You see, the last time we were up above, this is 70 here. Last time we were up above 70, we had a really good swing. So that's where the magic happens. So the idea here is the angle and separation in the EMAs and the stochastic heading into the upper quartile, 75 and above, and holding, and we should have some strength there. If it hits the upper quartile and drops like it did yesterday, we're going to lose momentum. We won't be able to get some sort of sustained movement there. Of interest, tomorrow we're going to get the CPI release. That's going to be at 8:30 a.m. New York time. We'll get the core CPI and the CPI coming out, and we want to just see if there's any indication of sticky inflation there. If we get a bounce in inflation, that probably acts as a headwind against the stock market. If we see core inflation showing some signs of stability, moderating, I think we'll be okay in terms of the inflation fundamentals. Let's keep an eye on that. Thank you very much for joining me today. Please join me again for our next video tomorrow. Bye now.